Spence Klomp is proud of his Ogden roots, as he was born, raised, and worked in Ogden for most of his entire life.
Well, I grew up in Ogden, Utah, and I've lived here all my life. Been out of the city for a while on different occasions, but it's been my abode. And I'm grateful for it because it's been a good city. I've enjoyed it.
He has always seen the importance of education. His first real love and appreciation for education came to him in 1939, when he married Kathleen Folger, an elementary school teacher. They met in Dr. Leland Monson's English class.
Dr. Monson started the class by saying, I would like each student here to stand, give his or her name, and tell one small thing about them. Don't take more than a couple of seconds. She said, it came my turn. I stood and I said, my name is Spencer Klomp, and it's spelled Klomp with a K, and sat down. And she said, I wrote in my book, that boy's for me. And she was right, because I found out that she was for me too.
Spence's business and professional portfolio speak volumes about his character and work ethic. Following in his father's footsteps, his first business venture was in the grocery business, followed by his purchase of a service station. Later, he became the general manager for Gold Strike Trading Stamps and then the vice president of Redemption. He also owned Homer & Klomp Incorporated.
So that started us in the parking business. We called our organization Homer & Klomp. We soon had 16 parking lots in Ogden, so it was a good business. And we did well with it.
A few years later, he was appointed to the Ogden City School Board and was re-elected and served as president of the board for an additional 5 years. Spence is remembered for using sound business principles in public education.
Well, that idea that I had on education as a business, and to do the best you could to use business acumen to help in achieving your goals, was very important.
He was also instrumental in bringing the Ogden City Schools into financial stability prior to his leaving the school board.
I was sorry to have to bow out, but the time comes when, as I think I said at the time, it's good to go out while you're on top. And I think we had $1 million in the bank because we had a lot of property, and we were out of debt.
Spence believed that working and listening cooperatively with the teachers was the best way to get results and work through problems. He also challenged the school board and the teachers to attend each other's board meetings, a radical idea at the time, but the results were impressive.
But it was a good setup, and they deserve the credit, not I. I've many times said that if a person can't get along and make education successful in the Ogden School District, they can't do it any place, because I thought we had the finest teachers in the whole country and the finest administration in the whole country at that time, too.
He and his wife have continued to serve both in their community and worldwide. In the early 80s, they traveled to the Philippines to serve a mission for their church. Acutely aware of the great need for education, they started a scholarship fund that has already sent over 40 Filipinos through college.
And so we could see that it was education that these people needed. And we decided that we would start a scholarship of our own, which we did.
In the tradition of Lewis W. Shurtleff, Weber's first leader, Spencer Klomp has spent most of his 88 years involved with education. And in reference to his accomplishments, he doesn't readily take credit, but instead eagerly points to his wife Kathleen as his partner in success.
And we're still married after 63 years. So if there's any award to be given at this time, it's not to me that it should be given, but to her. To think anyone that could be married to me that long and still going strong, and she gets better every year.